You found the Beards and Badges podcast, the podcast where coffee is strong, beards are questionable, and training is non-negotiable. If you've ever cleaned your gun at midnight, trained on your day off, or wondered why your gear keeps getting heavier, you're in the right place. No fluff, no safe spaces, just experience, laughs, and lessons learned the hard way. So beard check, make ready, and let's send some freedom seeds. All right, well, another episode, Beards and Badges. Well, today we're going to talk about real life, or I guess TV versus real life law enforcement, LEOs. Mm-hmm. What do y'all normally say, LEOs? Or LEO, or
bunch
law
of
enforcement?
idiots.
Or, yeah. Do what?
Bunch of idiots.
Bunch of idiots?
Yeah.
Cops.
Who wants
Cops.
to do this profession?
Just cops?
Yeah,
Cops.
just cops.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I mean, I think everybody, watches all the TV crime shows, cop shows, and everything, and thinks they could be super tactical, and that's what real life's going to be like, and it is, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like the TV shows, isn't it?
I can't watch them.
I can't either.
I can't watch them at all.
I get so pissed off.
What's God, my mom watches one. She freaking loves it. Blue Bloods?
Blue Bloods, yeah.
Blue Bloods?
Blue Bloods.
Yeah. I hate it. I just...
That's
I
how we
can't
got-
watch them.
Tom Selleck is such a great
No, I
actor.
love Tom
Yeah.
Selleck.
Great dude.
And I'd watch
But-
it for his mustache, but other
He
than
does
that...
have a fantastic
Yeah.
stash.
Yeah.
Him and freaking
His voice.
Sam Elliott.
Yeah.
Best freaking
Best freaking
mustaches.
mustache.
Yeah.
There's a
Golly.
rabbit hole.
Do what?
They said there's the rabbit hole.
Yeah. Already done one.
They have one.
Mustaches.
They've got great mustaches. But no, a couple. I mean, they all actually. I'm just like, golly, that stupid. What's it called? CSI.
Yes.
With
Oh,
the crime
Yeah.
scene people running around with guns and solving crimes and shit.
Yeah. No, I love those episodes because it really makes us look like shit.
Yeah.
Because in those episodes, you have a crime, they investigate it, they get all this evidence, they don't send it to a crime lab, they
Don't
do
need
it
to.
themselves.
Yeah.
They have the results back within, and this is all, how long are
Seconds.
the episodes?
Like 30 minutes
30
to an
minutes?
hour, maybe.
Yeah, so you got this crazy crime that happens. They do the investigation. They narrow down their suspect. They get all the results
The
back
techs,
that they
the
did.
techs are doing all this.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they go catch the bad guy.
Yeah.
All in
And
30
get in a
minutes.
gunfight every single time.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Every
single
time.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yeah. And too, I love those shows where, cops are putting people down left and right, and then the next scene they're back on shift
Yeah.
and working. It's like,
Yeah.
what the
Keep going that same day. Yeah.
That's not how
shoot
any
this
of that
morning.
would happen.
I just had to run back to the office to re up my ammo.
Yeah.
Back up. All right, get back out there, buddy.
Good shoot, Billy. Here's another box.
Holy shit.
Have y'all watched Mayor of Kingstown?
I love that show.
Fuck.
I do
No.
too.
No, I actually really like that show.
It's good,
Now,
but, like-
is it practical?
Right,
No.
right.
But it's a fun
The
watch.
detectives in it always, I'm just like, okay, this is
Oh, they make us look
stupid.
terrible.
It's so-
Yeah,
they're
like
just the most corrupt
every cop
cops
is
and-
crooked. Yeah.
I watched the
But it's for the greater good.
Yeah.
the preview or whatever of it, and I was like, no, I can't.
There are some shows like that there are little bitty things about them that you're like, that's actually pretty accurate. Like a lot of the prison stuff and that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that happens. Yeah, that's accurate. But then the vast majority of it, it's for ratings.
television.
Yeah.
I think the ratio of that happening though is grossly exaggerated.
Yeah.
But most cop shows, actually, one of the most, as far as humor and stuff like that, freaking Super Troopers. Oh, yeah, the first one. I mean,
Okay, so that is just, I freaking love that. It's just stupid comedy.
Yeah.
But oddly enough, a lot of that sense of humor
Is
goes
way
on.
closer.
That's actually pretty freaking accurate.
that's a great,
Yeah.
great movie.
So is there one show that you would say gets it close to right. I mean, they're all going to be dramatized to some point.
They're all going to be dramatized.
But as far as like tactics or something like that, is there one that like
what's the
what
show?
about, SWAT with
Oh God, no! Oh God, no!
No.
Y'all don't roll around a giant beast all the
Yeah,
time.
SWAT roll, man.
Well,
SWAT roll's not a thing. That's you tripped.
That was
tripped.
That was in that. That's the movie SWAT.
Yes.
Oh,
On the
yeah,
range
yeah.
where they
Oh,
actually do
man.
that tack
Yeah.
roll and he gets up and shoots.
Oh,
It looks
you
real
shot
cool.
a hostage, Brian. Golly.
you don't
What's,
like call in a bomb threat to like a random city block.
No.
Your response time is 15 minutes. You suck. You're like,
No.
To have a 15-minute SWAT response time.
That's impressive.
That's impressive.
That's impressive.
That's impressive. Even for a full-time team. That's
We were
impressive.
you're already kitted up in the rig.
Drive.
And driving, and it just happened to be
15
right
minutes,
there.
yeah.
Like, oh yeah, hey, this worked out well.
What was the show? Was LAPD Southland? No. You know what
Southland
I'm
was
talking
one.
about? Southland one. I enjoyed that one
Yeah.
because that was kind of like the old school, like LAPD cops, and again, it's a lot of it, most of it, 90% of it probably.
Yeah.
You know, for ratings and dramatized,
Yeah.
but actually pretty good. But movie that's very similar to that TV show, End of Watch.
That's a good flick.
I
yeah.
love
That's a
that
good flick.
one.
Yeah.
That was a good flick.
Yeah, and I tell you what, like so anyone who's seen End of Watch, their banter between each other as partners,
100%.
100% accurate.
100%.
100% accurate. Like that was spot freaking on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that. I freaking loved that movie.
I always do. I think it's funny. Like everybody talks about like military having dark humor, and then like hanging out with you guys, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
No.
It's you gotta have sense of
Yeah, you gotta have some sense
of
humor. Yeah.
You gotta have.
And
It's probably like seriously, people looking from the outside as far as like our sick humor.
Yeah.
I mean, they're like, wow, those guys are really fucked up. But like, you know, the day-to-day shit you see, you do. If you don't, you ain't gonna make it long.
Right.
It's
Right.
the truth. So.
You'll eat yourself.
Oh yeah.
So how
Or your
much
gun.
of it, like, when y'all are on duty and stuff, do you run into like people's thoughts that's obviously from a TV show of like how you're gonna respond to something?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Like is a lot.
Especially like if you're working a property crime like a burglary or B&E, something like
yeah.
that. And, you know, I've had them ask, well, do you have one of those lights?
Oh, fingerprints is another thing.
Yeah, fingerprints.
Everyone
Yeah.
thinks we can get fingerprints off of anything.
Anything.
Yeah,
Anything.
that's not the truth.
It's like,
That's
no.
not true.
Dude, it's gotten really to where like a lot of like back in the day when I started, you processed your own scenes. You lifted all your own prints. You only called CID if it was like some serious shit. That
more.
you know, you had to look for where you could get some latent prints and do your own lifts and all that kind of stuff. And a lot of agencies have kind of gotten away from that, where the patrol dudes aren't really doing any of that. And I've actually found that it's not been beneficial to the patrol dudes because they're not getting that exposure of actually investigating, asking questions,
Following up.
looking for evidence, and it's gotten to where dudes will, you know, show up on a property crime or even a person-on-person crime, and they're just like, "Hey, what happened? Okay, yeah, call CID. Yeah, we're just going to stand by for CID. They're going to come out here.
And then, you know, at 2:00 in the morning, my phone's ringing and I have to wake up and
Go out there and check it out.
Or crap. A lot of times, like I'll get the cliff notes of everything going on. I'm like, have you tried this? Have you asked this? And they're like,
No. That's what you're for.
Well, do that. Call me back. And usually it's like, oh yeah, and then they kind of resolve it themselves. It's
But yeah. And that was one thing that really did help. Excuse me.
Excuse you.
Excuse all of us. Thank you.
But sorry,
that,
go.
No, that was one thing I found that really did. It helped dudes in the past investigate better and figure out the questions and to actually look for evidence and really try to break that crime down and, you know, try to develop suspects and all that kind of stuff. So it actually made better cops by the patrol dudes doing that that initial, because if you're the first one on scene, you have the best perspective on everything. And then, you know, if you call CID and, you know, CID shows up and they're like, hey, you know, you got this, but you're able to be like, yeah, this, we got this over here, that there, blah, blah, blah. It really helps the investigator because on patrol, and most agencies in the country are small agencies. Mm-hmm. I mean, we do, you know, the major cities, yeah, they've got several officers, but even like Pittsburgh, you know, big city, they have less than 1,000 officers. And, you know, so when people think of law enforcement, they think of all these large agencies. Yeah. Well, those large agencies have a shitload of resources and assets. Most agencies don't have that. So it is kind of important. But then when you get into follow-ups, where if I don't have a suspect or I need, you know, more time to process this scene, well, as a patrol guy, you don't have that. Really, you don't really have that option a lot of times, because you're working your sector. There's other calls coming in. You've got to keep rolling. But it really, and I've seen the patrol officer, deputy, trooper, whatever, their initial investigative skills have basically been depleted. And no, we don't solve crimes that fast. Mm-hmm.
You don't solve every crime in like a week, like
or a day.
I'll give you a prime example that just occurred on my end. So a year and a half ago, there was a lot of property destruction being done at a certain residence where I work, and it was always suspected it was a crazy ex-boyfriend. Always suspected. Car spray painted, flat tires, stuff like that. Well, it kept happening. I think 5 to 10 times. I mean, and this was like a period of months of it occurring. Well, one of them, there was some blue latex gloves that was recovered from the scene. So that gets sent to the crime lab. Well, literally a week ago, over a year later, I finally just got the results back from those gloves.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And like what people don't understand is, and I can only speak for the state of Arkansas, is there are 2 crime labs, but the main one in Little Rock, every crime that happens in Arkansas, that anything
goes there?
All gets funneled to that one. So something as far as property destruction, it's not really a high priority. Yeah. Especially when you got your big cities and you're having shootings and stabbings and whatnot, you know, that are high priority all the time. Well, those get bumped up to the front. Everything else, they'll get to it when they get to it, and that's completely normal.
Man,
and people don't understand that.
Yeah, huh? I mean, even things as simple as, you know, you get some meth or something like that. You got to send it off to the crime lab. Your court case is going to get continued over and over and over. Don't have crime lab.
Field test positive for meth. I know it's meth. You know it's meth. He knows it's meth. He admitted that it's meth.
We've got to send it off to get tested.
It has to be confirmed by the crime lab as far as any sort of court proceedings go. So months and months and months and months.
And like I said, you know, and the other one that we have, so that one just opened a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. So up until that, it was literally every single crime in the entire state went to one crime lab.
Wow, and I think that one that they opened, correct me if I'm wrong, but like that's mainly like drugs and they do property stuff too, but like anything big still goes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But so
and so people aren't like, you're not going to go see a judge and get a court hearing in like a week or the next day or whatever, and not calling a judge in the middle of the night to go get a search warrant.
That is a thing.
That's a thing.
That's a thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And a lot of that will depend on, you know, what the crime is.
It's got to be something pretty.
It's got to be legit.
It's got to be legit for you to wake up a judge and
man. You know, like, hey man, there's like some weed in this house, at least a gram.
Yeah.
Go get it. Go get it. But yeah, that's, and it does put a false false sense of what law enforcement is, and the media doesn't help out with that either.
No.
But the TV and YouTube has ruined the perception of law enforcement, of shooting, and all that. TV and YouTube has ruined everything, because we see more, even dudes getting into law enforcement, especially this younger generation. I would say less than 30 years old. They get into it and they're like, "Oh, well, this is not what I thought it was going to be."
I'm not a cool guy going kicking indoors and throwing people on the pavement.
Well, when are we going to do this? When the call comes in. What if the call never comes in? Then you're never going to do it. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
and then you go into like all the gear and stuff too. And I mean, we've got a bunch of our stuff laid out and all that's, semi tricked out, but it's all mostly duty driven stuff or like legitimate stuff. It's not what's the newest, latest and greatest thing that we buy and slap on there and all the resources on you need the new gun or whatever, and so department just gets it and all this and shows up with it. And,
well, that's sure as hell not the case.
what's the cheapest shit we can find?
Yeah.
That'll work. Will it?
And then, hey, my gun fell out of my holster while I'm running after this guy. Okay, maybe we'll go with some the stuff we should have went with to begin with. Show me. I think that was your fault. Okay.
Did you even have a gun? No. Okay.
And most of them might do like zero paperwork. I mean, I'm sure how much like paperwork you have to do. Fill it out like
that.
You got to write everything though, right?
I mean, you can have
that's a great point.
15 seconds to a minute and a half of absolute pure chaos, absolutely high adrenaline. This is the fun. This is the best job in the world. But yeah, people don't see the hours of paperwork.
For that
was it worth it?
15 seconds.
Yeah.
No, you've got to have your reports done within a certain amount of time and all this other stuff. So then it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna go do my report, and then I got two more calls that just got stacked up, and in larger agencies, you're running and gunning from the time you go on duty till the time, and there's calls that can roll over and all that kind of shit. Then you got the call slackers. Right. You got the dudes that will milk a call to make sure that they don't have to take the other
one.
Calls.
Oh yeah, I had a recent experience with that.
I've really got to look into this.
This guy was speeding. I know there's 5 other units rolling out of this place.
Ding door ditcher, huh? Let's just check for fingerprints. Let's do it.
So how often does that is that pretty common? I mean, like guys just
every agency has them.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Like, where the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
Is he still on that freaking call?
Or the ones that'll show up and they'll turn it into a civil situation so they don't have to do a report. They spend more time avoiding having to do the report, talking the people out of it.
Yeah.
Than if they would have just did it. They would have been done before.
Yeah, get done. You work harder at not doing work than if you had just done the freaking work. But I was thinking, no, you were thinking, how can I get out of doing this report?
Yeah. And I think a lot of the TV and stuff doesn't show like the area that most cops have to cover. Like, I mean, you watch, like we were talking about Blue Bloods. I mean, they've got a couple blocks that they're patrolling and that's it. Versus, we have this entire city or this entire county and I mean, and our counties are very large counties. It's not like they're small areas.
And the vast majority of the counties in Arkansas, you're going to have like one deputy out for that entire county, in the evening and throughout the night shift and stuff. And it's your response time. If you get a call on the south side of your county, and then the next call comes in and it's a hot call, and it's on the north side of the county, even running hot, you're driving for 35, 45 minutes.
Oh yeah. I got you beat. So I had one, when I worked patrol, it was like 2 extremes. One of them, way up freaking north, boondocks, and that was a priority call, so we were there, and then we got another hot call all the way south part of the county, and I was running code for over an hour.
Golly.
get there.
And it actually gets
And that's-
boring and annoying. To run
Annoying,
Oh, I
listening
bet,
to your
yeah.
siren. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
When you're running code like that, trying to get there that far, like how fast are you going?
Pedal to the freaking metal,
Just
but
as
safely.
fast as safe as you can go.
Yeah.
Fast.
10 over the posted speed limit.
Totally. No cop does that. That's that time where you're like, this is the best job in the world. I'm here.
Yeah.
freaking-
Then
And then-
20
and then-
minutes in, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't listen to siren
Yeah.
Turn this
anymore.
freaking thing
Yeah.
off. Holy crap.
Yeah. It's another reason why I like night shift too, because I'd be running hot to it's 2 a.m. and I'm going down a dirt road or a back road or something.
Yeah.
And you just kill that for a little bit.
Yeah.
There's no cars
Nobody's
here
here.
to
It's
hear my
okay.
siren. I can't do it anymore. Yeah.
The best ones are whenever you have multiple units running hot to a high priority call and you're traveling south towards the incident and you pass another responding unit going north responding to the same
Running
call.
to the same thing.
You have that moment of, am I going the wrong
Wait,
direction?
hold on.
Or are they? What?
Do you, so
What's the address again?
do we
when
have
y'all
a-
get a call out, do y'all like pull it up on your like GPS on your phone, or do you have GPS in the unit, or how does that
This
work?
this is my experience with that, and I'll give you a story or an example. So, I would always put it in a GPS, and that's just because a lot of times if it's day shift, it'd kind of give you best route traffic or whatnot. But I would learn the county or where I worked to where once it came out, I knew what direction to start. And
Okay.
I'd always put it in just for the sole reason is when I get on this county road and it's not numbered,
Yeah.
it tells me exactly which house. I don't have to look for and delay. So I worked with a sergeant. I love this guy. He passed. He knew the county like the back of his freaking hand, and his directions he'd give. Big oak tree. You take a left there, and like
Yeah.
he knew everything, knew everyone too. Well, one time we got a hot call, and him knowing the county a hell of a lot better than I did. Well, I put it in. Well, there's 2 different routes to get to the same location. He was ahead of me, and I beat him by like 15 minutes. So it was like.
So it helps, but that's
I
not
always
like
did.
they don't train you to do one way or the other.
When I train dudes, I train them the exact way he was explaining. You
know
it's
where you
faster
know the
Know
way
where
you're
it
going.
is.
to know
Yes.
where that's at, where I don't have to I don't have to ask dispatch for
Yeah.
directions. B, I don't have to be distracted by trying to enter in, the address and all this other stuff into either my phone, GPS device, laptop, whatever. But I can roll and get there. The one thing, the dispatches that have a CAD system mapping and all that kind of stuff, one good resource that I'll ask them what's the closest cross-reference street to that
okay.
particular
Yeah.
address. That way, once I get closer, okay, I can start
You see where
slowing
you're
down
at.
a little
Yeah.
bit. Because I grew up in the day where we didn't have GPS, we didn't have cameras, we didn't have any of this
Yeah.
stuff, and you didn't have a choice. So yeah, memorizing your area, whether it be the section that you commonly work or whatever, which with a county, I always kind of liked, instead of, okay, you're always going to work in the northeast section. Well, what if something pops off in the southwest section and I'm relying on you as backup, but you've never been to that area?
Yeah. You don't know it.
I need you to know where I'm at and get to me as quickly as possible. So kind of rotating around and all that kind of jazz. But yeah, that's response times on TV shows are not realistic at all. I mean, shit, in some like large areas, the cops may be 2 blocks away, but it's going to take them an hour and a half to get to you.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's just one of those things. But yeah, so
Yeah. Even as simple as like traffic accidents. I know, like in the city or the big city that we're working in, if it's just a no injury accident, you might be waiting there for an officer for over an hour.
Yeah.
It's because they have other priority calls that they have to go to, and like you're just on the bottom of the list.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what classifies a priority call, or what's the levels? Priority and non-priority?
When
Other ones.
basically when life is in danger.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Or possibility of life and danger.
So is that it's just priority, non-priority, or is there like a step up or a step down?
Levels of priority. Like a accident with injury, that'd be a high priority call. An active person-on-person crime, that's high priority. Like a burglary in progress, something like that. Those are all high priority.
Okay.
But at least for us. But and then the other calls like somebody ran over my mailbox. Okay. Cool. We'll be there in a bit.
Be there when we're there.
Yeah. Be there in a bit. Yeah. But yeah, those are more high priority calls. So
yeah, response time. It's definitely
dramatized by TV.
Not depicted correctly.
Like hanging up at 911, knocking on the door. Oh, that was nice.
Yeah.
That was nice. That was perfect. Yeah.
Or dispatchers, I'm gonna stay on the phone with you until the cop arrives. Like they're like,
dude, they need to stay on the phone.
Yeah.
And that is one thing that I harp on our dispatchers of. If you get a call, domestic or anything like that, somebody is witnessing a crime occurring at that time, keep them on the freaking phone until I check I'm on scene or I tell you. Actually, I worked a shooting one time, and a roll up, which when I'm responding to the scene, I was given a description of the vehicle. I was given a description. I believe it was a white Ford pickup. And my gunshot victim was supposed to be in the front yard, and I turn on the road that leads to the road the residence I was headed to, and this SUV comes hauling ass off the road that I was getting ready to turn on, does a U-ey, and then hauls ass back down. I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but I just had a vehicle. And so I'm hauling ass down this road. That vehicle's hauling ass down. So I'm like, I'm not in pursuit or whatever. Dumps into the driveway that I'm going into. Well, as soon as I pull in, I see the dude. He's laying on the ground in the front yard. And I see a white Ford pickup, which that's the description of my suspect vehicle. I'm like, my suspect came back. Is that my suspect in the SUV? I have no idea. Well, this chick bails out of the SUV. She's losing her shit. I'm like, I don't know if this is a shooter or whatever. So I'm holding her at gunpoint, telling her to get on the ground. And the dude's laying on the phone, or laying on the ground. He's on the phone. And he's kind of holding his guts in a little bit. And so I go up and I'm like, hey, where's the person driving that white Ford? And he's like, what? And he's still on the phone. I'm like, would you get off the damn phone? And he goes, I'm on the phone with 911. I said, I am 911. Get off the damn phone.
Here, hang up.
And he's like, he's telling me to hang up the phone. I'm like, where's the dude driving the white Ford truck? And he goes, that's my truck. And I was like, did you shoot yourself? I was
What
like,
the shit?
Okay, what the hell's going on? I was like, well, what was the person driving? It was like a black Jeep or something. I was like, holy shit. So I'm telling him, hang up the phone so I can talk to him and get some intel from him. And he keeps saying, he's telling me to hang up the phone. So finally I had to radio dispatch. I'm like, would you please tell him to hang up the phone so I can talk to him? They said I can hang up. Like, yes, please.
I just told him that. Like, come on.
So, yeah, it's, yeah, anyway. It turned out the shooter was the chick's brother. He didn't want them dating, so he rolled up, saw her in the house, saw him in the living room, and he popped around through the window, and he gut shot him.
And the other guy ran out to the yard?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Okay.
But yeah.
Good plan. Concealment and cover. Yeah. Just
yeah.
blow out the window. Yeah.
So. But yeah, I actually get irritated whenever a dispatcher will intentionally disconnect from a caller.
You ask for information. They're like, oh, we disconnected.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah,
I have no idea what I'm showing up to now.
Yeah, especially on like a physical disturbance, domestic or otherwise. And, if my response time, even running code, is 25 minutes, a lot can happen in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And if my suspect leaves, I need to know vehicle description, direction of travel, all that kind of jazz. Or if they take off on foot, we need clothing description, direction of travel, all that. And they're like, no, we disconnected with the caller. Could you call them back? They're not answering. Great. So now we don't know what's going on.
Awesome.
They might be dead.
Wait, I mean, in the TV shows, though, like, when the cops pull up, they know who the bad guy is, like, immediately, though. Y'all don't know? You don't have, like, a sixth sense?
I put a lot of innocent people in handguns just because I have to make this safe, and I don't know who's who at the moment, so y'all are going to listen to me. I'll get you out if you're not.
So, okay, speaking of that, I do think it's like people I don't think understand that like just because you're getting handcuffed doesn't mean you're being arrested.
No.
Like as far as like we just need to detain you because something's going on or whatever. We got to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
And so everybody's like, "Why are you arresting me? Why are you arresting me?" Like, have I read you your rights yet? No. Okay, cool. Then you're good.
No.
Like,
No. And most of the time, the only time we'll really do that is if we have a lot of people on scene and we got to get it under control as quickly because we don't know what's going on.
yeah.
And it's like, holy shit.
Speaking of getting read your rights, I can't tell you how many times, and I think this is blamed on TV, is, whatever it is, you hook up someone, or it can be a warrant. I've seen this on a warrant. They have a warrant for their arrest. You hook them and you bring them down to the jail. I've heard people complain, "Well, you never read me my rights. I'm going to sue them." I was like, that's not how that works. That's not how any of this
Is it not? I guess I didn't know that. Like, you don't have to read rights immediately or what?
Unless I am going to question you on a crime that you are a suspect of, I don't have to read you your rights.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's no point in reading your rights if I'm not going to ask you anything.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Okay, so if you're just like serving a warrant or whatever, you're done. It's already you're past that point kind of thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But if I'm going to ask you anything, I have to. Yeah.
So, but if you're like a suspect, like we think this is what happened, we've got to figure it out though. Then you get read. Okay.
And if you're in a custodial state, then like if you're not free to leave.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah.
So is it like TV? It's always like, we can hold them for 24 hours before we got to charge them or anything like that. Like, is that a thing? Is that not a thing? Does it depend?
we better have some good probable cause.
Yeah, to hold them that long.
And typically that's going to be approved by a prosecutor.
Okay.
And it would be in a situation where we've got enough. We need just a little bit more time to work this scene or something like that. But typically that's going to be approved by a prosecutor. So, yeah.
But
either way,
how long? You've detained them. Like, how long?
We have to have a charge to put them in jail. There has to be a charge
Gotcha.
For them because the jail, they can't take somebody without some type of criminal charge. So there has to be some type of charge on them. We can't just, all right, we're going to take
You're
you
not
to
pulling
jail.
people in, throwing them in a box for questioning or whatever, and sitting behind a two-way glass. And
we're going to throw them in jail, and then we're going to figure out what we're going to charge them with later. No.
No, there's been plenty of times I've wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Where like I'm working something, I know this guy did this or whatever it is, and like here are the facts. Like I know we did it, you know we did it. Is the evidence there yet? No, but I know we freaking did it.
Yeah.
I have a go-to prosecutor that I go to, and he likes to say, "Well, that's not probable cause. That's probably cause. We need more." I'm like, crap. Just give me what I want.
Come on. So at that point, what do you have to do? You just let them go, or what? Like, and serve a warrant later? Or?
Yeah. If you don't have probable cause, and depending on if it's a felony or misdemeanor, that will also make that determination as well.
But you can't take them anywhere. To that point, like if you're at a scene or whatever, like you don't have probable cause yet, but you've got them in cuffs or whatever.
You can take them in for questioning,
okay,
but you can't book them into the jail without a criminal charge.
How long can you hold them in questioning though?
Until they either invoke their rights or until if you develop your probable cause, they admit to the crime or something like that.
Whether the evidence stacks up against them, or you don't necessarily need anything from them because the evidence says, yes, this is how this played out or whatever. But yeah, at that point, if they're in custody or detained at that point for questioning, you got to read them their rights. If they want a lawyer, invoke their rights, then it's when you you either have probable cause to arrest or you don't.
You don't, yeah. So is it like TV shows where if they do say, "Oh, I want a lawyer," you have to stop immediately until they have one?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And then all comms have to go through the attorney at that point.
Gotcha.
We can't approach them after that.
What I think is funny too is they say, "Oh, I want a lawyer." If they don't have a lawyer, like they don't keep one on retainer or whatever, like I don't think most people realize that that's just like they're not going to get the best of the best. Like this lawyer necessarily, right? Like it's just, I mean, it's a court-appointed representative.
You might have
I mean,
and there are plenty of good public defenders out there.
Sure,
but there are plenty of not good ones.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But yeah, and a lot of times they never even get an attorney.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, they want an attorney. Cool, we're done. Appreciate it. Have a good day. And a lot of dudes get pissed off whenever people invoke their rights. I mean, that's your right.
Mm.
I mean, it's not personal. That's you're
Yeah.
invoking your free rights. So okay, cool.
Yeah,
No problem.
But that just means like as soon if they leave and then you get the evidence, then you just got to go serve a warrant on them, right? Like okay,
Yeah.
Yep.
So
yeah. So and like, especially in those cases where like I know they did it, they know they did it, we just don't have the evidence to do it. Like yeah, we're gonna let you go. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Like don't worry about it. Like
maybe a couple weeks, depending on like if it's
I guess depending on the
Yeah.
seriousness of it.
yeah, because like if you're waiting for like lab DNA
Yeah.
or something like that.
Okay.
be a
It's,
year.
it's going to be a while
Yeah.
before
Yeah.
you can probably get that warrant, but because a lot of prosecutors they don't want to issue a warrant until like if we don't have enough probable cause and the determining factor is going to be lab results to definitively say yes we have probable cause that the information we've received from our victim and witnesses has been definitively confirmed, then yeah, they want to wait until they get those results. So
That's another big misrepresentation when it comes to law enforcement in the TV realm is like my sole job if I'm investigating something, my sole job is to collect all the facts, anything and everything, talk to everyone that might have something, collect all the facts. I turn it over to the prosecutor's office. They're the ones that make a determination whether criminal charges, not criminal charges, what have you. A lot of people don't understand that. So we get the blame for, I've had plenty where, and I still think there are plenty where charges should have been filed,
Yeah.
but it wasn't my call. I think we had enough, but it wasn't my call.
But they didn't.
And I even promised the guy I'm coming with a warrant, like, I'll see you soon. And I was told, nope, we don't have enough.
so you lied.
Yeah. But that goes like, I don't know, end of the day, we have to get lucky once. Criminals have to get lucky every single time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And that is another really good point that we as law enforcement, we don't make the determination on whether or not somebody's prosecuted or not. We don't make that call. The prosecutor has the ultimate authority to determine whether or not a charge is actually going to be prosecuted. So we can go arrest somebody for domestic battery, take them to jail. We got PC, all that stuff. We take them to jail, and prosecutor may review the file, talk to the victim, talk to witnesses, stuff like that, and decide, no, we're not going to prosecute this one. So it's they're the ones that make the ultimate decision on any criminal case. So
That can be frustrating.
Yeah.
it
But
can.
Yeah.
yeah,
It
doing
can.
all the legwork for it and then. just
Well,
kinda getting-
and TV actually misrepresents the prosecution and defense counsel. Prosecutors have a very difficult job, and depending on the area that you work, those dudes are overwhelmed
I'm
with
sure, yeah.
cases because they're taking cases from state police, from county, from city, every municipality within their district, and on every single criminal charge goes to the prosecutors, and they've got to go through that. And a lot of cops do real shitty reports.
Yeah.
And when a prosecutor gets a real shitty report, or the officer just did a half-ass investigation, or they mishandled the investigation in some way, it really interferes with their ability to actually prosecute that case. And so they've got a hell of a job too.
Yeah.
They really do. And
I've had to have a lot of come to Jesus moments with, like, so when I was a supervisor on patrol, I'd go to the same call. I was there. I was present. I saw everything that this guy who I work with saw. It's his report. I read his report later, and I'm like, you left out so many things. Like, this is not, no.
This is
like,
it.
you're not going to get anything with this. Like, put this,
Yeah.
this. Like, you're leaving out so many details
Yeah.
that,
yeah. Have you had dudes starting to use AI to
Yep.
help them on their reports?
Yep.
Oh wow, really?
It's
I mean, it
one guy
doesn't
that
surprise me, but
Yep.
I think I've heard about it, but I haven't done a whole lot of research into it. But I've heard that there is a law enforcement specific AI generated type report. Like it,
I don't know.
I haven't, like I said, I haven't looked into a whole lot of it. I've just kind of heard here and there. But that is one thing that I have found over the years that has decreased is people's ability to articulate in a report.
Yeah.
And so I've actually encouraged some of my people to be like, okay, use this to help you articulate and that way you're providing the information to the courts.
Because you want those reports like pretty unbiased, like and just factual, right?
Yeah.
You don't want like a whole lot.
There's
of
no
opinion
opinion.
on there.
No.
Yeah.
Because your
Like,
opinion.
this is what I saw. This is
Yep.
what. Yeah.
This is what I was told. This is what I saw. This is what I did. And this is what,
You don't want to be on the stand testifying, saying, "I think."
Yeah, no.
Well, that's another thing too. I mean, like, how often are y'all called in to like testify on something?
Yeah.
Pretty often.
Yeah.
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 I mean, because that's something you hardly ever see on some of the cop shows. Them actually going in to testify on like what happened during a case or whatever. I mean,
Yeah. I've had to testify quite a bit.
Quite a bit. Yeah.
Jury trials are, I like them. They're challenging, but one thing I've noticed with dudes on the stand is, especially with the defense attorney, that's a good defense attorney and knows how to kind of get under your skin a little bit.
Yeah.
And dudes get pissed off
It's a game,
whenever
man.
they're on the stand and they start being a smart ass, and they'll do that in front of a jury. And that jury's looking at that cop going, well, that guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
And that demeanor can
Because all they
affect.
have to do is put doubt in just
Right.
one of
One
their
of them.
minds.
Mhm.
That's it. So
But
it's a game.
most cops don't want to testify. They are scared to
like
death.
for that reason,
of court.
because they're gonna just like afraid they're gonna go off or.
No, I think it, and you may see things a little different perspective. I think it's a lack of confidence, and not really knowing the law, and being able to answer questions, because I think a lot of them think that they have to get on the stand and to a certain point justify their actions instead of just laying out, this is what happened.
Yeah.
This is what I did. As long as I operated within the law and within my policy, all I have to do is give the information.
Yeah.
It's not my job to win the case. It's only my job to provide the information and the answers to the questions. And if I screw up, I screw up.
Yeah.
I make a mistake. But a lot of them, I mean, things as simple as a speeding ticket. If somebody takes that to trial, there's officers that do not want to get on the stand and testify over something as simple as a speeding ticket.
Okay, so with that, another thing that like has gone around, people being like, "When was the last time it was calibrated?" Have people really tried that? Like, I mean,
Oh, it's legit.
it's legit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, your radar's
I don't
have
have
to be calibrated?
I don't have too much experience with that because I wasn't really a writing ticket speeders. So
but
That's funny.
yeah.
Something else that I
The
always
only thing we don't have to do, we're not required to show you the display.
yeah.
you're not,
No, we're not required to do that.
even if someone asks to see it,
we're
like
not
you don't have to. Yeah. Well, because I'm always like, it's in the car. Like, it's not. Like, I mean, I know that you've got the little gun things that shoot, but like that's not
radar.
just it. Like the radar gun or whatever.
LiDAR.
But like that's not just it. Like, right? Or I mean, is that all they're doing for checking speeds and stuff? Is one of those?
Most of them are in-car
Yeah.
radars.
That's what I thought
Mounted,
too.
yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna
Like
go.
your motorcycle units and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sure that there's something out there now where they can have a mounted antenna.
Oh, yeah.
And unit counting unit, but most of the handhelds are going to be like motorcycle units,
Yeah.
things like that. But most patrol vehicles, they just have a mounted front and rear antenna. So, but yeah,
I've always like thought that like, yeah, they're not gonna let you go sit in their car. Like that's kind of stupid. Like, what do you? I want to see it. Like, what? I just don't get what people think they're gonna get from that. Like, that they're just lying to pull you over. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe I just
Have your
think
day
more
in
of you
court.
guys and
I'll
everybody.
see you then.
Yeah.
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 Something else that it just gets under my skin during cop shows and movies and all that stuff is the unlimited round counts and never having to reload. Or, like they fire that revolver like 12 times, and you're like, nope, sorry, dude.
Yeah.
There's that. And
Or they
then-
make impossible shots. Just like I remember the show Bones. It's like
I know the show. I haven't seen it.
he's an FBI agent attached to like the Smithsonian or whatever, solving crimes.
Oh, okay.
Weird premise, I guess.
Okay.
But he makes a shot from like they're in a mall and the guy's on the ground floor and he's on the third story, pulls out his little snub nose revolver and just
Drills him.
domes him.
Nice.
Yeah.
One shot, and I'm just like,
He trains.
this is crap.
Nice.
Like there's no freaking way.
Now, what always freaking gets me the most on TV shows, and this is cop shows, this is any gun that they're shooting, is, well, especially cop shows. So when they take it out, they're going to go clear a building or something, and then they rack one.
Yeah, they rack
Yeah.
it all the
Rack
time.
it.
Yep.
Yeah. Or like they got
Or in a
somebody
hostage situation.
hostage,
Yeah.
like,
This is your last. I'll kill him. You're like,
you're like, wow,
I
so you
also
went in there
look,
with an
too,
unloaded gun?
I've heard so many times where like they put it's obviously some editor that doesn't know, but puts the wrong sound effect on the wrong
Yeah.
gun. So like they pull out a revolver and pull
No,
the hammer back and
so-
it goes no.
Yep.
Or
Yeah.
they've got an AR and it does the and you're
Yeah.
like, that doesn't work that way.
No, so I love watching the gun too when they shoot.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever done
No
that?
recoil.
There's no recoil
Yeah.
No recoil,
whatsoever.
and sometimes the slide doesn't even
Sometimes the slide doesn't even
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
bang.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
Damn.
What?
when they're doing the recoil and it's
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
like, man, if you have that much muzzle flip, you gotta figure
It's-
something out.
It's wild.
And their clearing abilities, their room clearing,
Yeah.
the way that they kick doors and all that kind of stuff. It's just like, golly, man.
I love it when like they walk up and like stand in front of the door and either like lean in like they're listening into the door or something. I'm like, that's probably pretty stupid, don't you think? Like,
Yeah,
the
don't
door's
stand-
not very thick.
Don't stand in front of the door, please.
Well, yeah, I guess that goes with what a ram will actually do. You know,
Yeah,
in TV shows, they a car door that'll stop bullets.
Oh yeah.
Or a
Yeah,
regular
everybody's
door, or
like,
a
just
wall,
get behind
a
the
drywall,
car. Yeah.
Everything it stops bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Concealment versus cover. That's
Yeah.
two very different things.
Yeah.
it is.
Not depicted well.
Yeah. Or somebody takes a shot through car glass and like just dumbed it straight away. I'm like, no, sorry. Like it. Yeah, no.
No, glass and all that stuff will do weird things to bullets.
Yeah.
And it doesn't fly true once it hits that glass. It's and well, actually, that's another thing that actually irritates the ever living shit out of me about every freaking cop show. There's a gunfight in every single freaking one.
Yeah.
Every single one, and it's like,
You got to give the people what they want.
yeah, I still just, man. I guess entertainment is what it is, but people, I think the vast majority of people gather their information from what they see on TV.
Oh yeah.
So now it's okay.
Well, they're just consuming all of it. I mean, every show is going to have some sort of cop or something in it anymore.
Yeah.
Like almost every single show, and it's always going to be some Barney Fife or something that
and those exist.
Oh, I'm sure
They do exist. I saw a couple yesterday.
I tell you what, too. Like we're not the only.
Are there any agencies that still carry revolvers?
I hope not.
I didn't think so.
not that I'm
I don't-
aware of.
No, I'm not. I mean, it would have to be like a super
small town,
remote,
yeah.
just still living back in the
We can't
1800s.
issue a weapon, so carry what you have.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with
I-
that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
But
Oof.
I mean, not just our profession. I mean, there's teacher shows out there. There's doctor shows out there.
Yeah.
I'm sure if doctors watch
Yeah.
a doctor show, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's stupid. No,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
never gonna happen."
Yeah.
Give
So,
him 50 cc's of.
yeah.
Yeah, you're yelling
Stat.
out across there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every
Dude.
trauma. Like
Stat.
oh gosh, what's the big nurse show?
ER.
18 seasons.
I don't know.
No. Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
There's like 15 traumas in every single show, and it's like, okay, hey, it's not all the time. Like,
yeah, if you go to the local hospital, you're looking for that shit, and you just got a whole bunch of people just sitting around.
Yeah, like even when you walk in the ER room, you're like looking around, like,
Stat.
Everyone's fine.
Don't touch me.
Like,
I'm
stat. Like, they've got that flu.
So
like, what are we here for?
Back in the day, I don't know if which I've never watched that show, Grey's Anatomy. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
But like back in the day when they're rushing somebody into the operating room and the doctor's in there or the surgeon's in there and I need a scalpel, stat. I need forceps, stat. That was kind of the thing. I don't know if they still say stat, but
I'd like to think so.
Well, that's like, I mean, the same with like a lot of the cop shows, like Roger, over and out, like whatever it is, like all the weird
Radio
like,
traffic.
I say Roger a lot.
Do you?
Yeah,
Roger.
yeah, because everybody's like, you're supposed to say 10-4. And I was like, Roger, I don't give a shit. Or if a lot of like if dispatch is trying to give you some information.
Yeah.
And I actually threw off some dispatchers several times. Most of the time they're like, "Hey, are you clear to receive whatever?" You say 10-4, or go ahead. I just say send it. And then
He's very unique, though.
There were several times I wouldn't get a response, and they'd ask me again, send it. And then sometimes I get a phone call and be like, "Are you copying?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Send it." And they're like, "What does that mean?" It means send it.
Tell me what's going on.
Tell me what is going on. Tell me what you need to tell me.
Are y'all ever watching like any of the shows and like they give some call out, like some, we got a 10-2 on progress or whatever? Like, is that a thing? Like,
No.
Plain
talk.
No.
Yeah. Plain talk. No confusion.
I think like I don't know. I did a ride along with some LAPD dudes years and years ago, and they were using computers back then, and it wasn't a thing like on TV shows. You got a 1089 or in progress or anything. It was just like, we got shots fired over here. Okay, cool. So yeah, no, no, we don't have or any kind of code for. I mean, good things. Grief! Do you know how many codes that would be?
A lot.
That's what I've always thought.
To
like,
try
how
to
would you know, like every little thing or like. Everything's not going to fit into one box. Like,
no.
I'd be so
like
confused,
a shooting or stabbing, you'd be like, oh gosh, where's my like call sheet, like a quarterback call sheet?
Yeah.
Like, looking at it, like,
Why aren't you running code? It's a property. It's a property damage report. No, it's not. It's.
I thought they said 58. No, they said 85. Like, shit.
Yeah. How much to like? I always think it's funny. The radio communication is always just crystal clear.
No, it's not.
So I'm like, there is no freaking way. Like,
What? What the hell did he just say?
This is what I heard last night. The unit number keys up and asks another specific unit number, "Can you hear my traffic?" And he said, "No." What?
Wait, hold on.
What? Am I coming through? No. How did you know to say no? What?
Yeah, I always think it's funny because, like, police, fire, or whatever, walk into a restaurant or whatever, still got their radio like stupid loud. Like, do y'all all keep it stupid loud all the time?
Some jackasses do.
Earpieces are where it's at.
Okay.
Well,
when they have them just on their like collar or whatever, and they walk in, then I'll have to turn it down. Hang on. It's like, hang on. That was way louder than it needed to be, being this close to your ear. Are you trying just for other people to see it? Like,
so many times, we'll be sitting around having lunch or something like that, and somebody's radio will key up, and it will be super. I'll just look at them and go, "Can you fucking hear that?"
Yeah,
like, yeah. Turn it the fuck down, so can everybody else.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah.
And like in some places, you probably don't want everybody hearing that. Like if something's going on,
and
like,
just don't be that guy that doesn't turn their portable on. There's been a couple of times where I've been on a stop and I'm out. I've been there for a while. It could be something stupid, and I'm out of my car and then I hear sirens and I'm like, "What's the fuck?" And I'm like, ah, shit, that's me.
I'm
good. I'm good.
Everything's good. Yeah, you look like a jackass.
Oh, you look like a jackass.
Out of the car.
They'll
Because
do a safety
they're like,
check.
do a safety check. 1050,
Gotcha.
and no response. I'll go ahead and head his way, and then they'll do another one. Nothing. Crickets.
I'm gonna step it up.
I'm gonna step it up, code. Yeah. There's only been like 2 or 3 times.
Every once in a while, you'll be like, "Oh, yeah, sorry, my radio wasn't.
My radio wasn't getting
My
out."
radio wasn't getting out."
Yeah.
I've had that. I'll be looking, and now I'll try to key up and be like, "We got something going on." I won't hear anything.
Shit.
That's for me.
Shit.
You turn on, it's just all like chatter, and you're like, oh shit.
I'm ready. I was like, "Hey, everything's
I'm gonna head them all out from them. You're like, fuck.
I'm headed south on. You're like, shit. What did I miss?
I'm on that street. What's going on? I haven't heard anything. Oh yeah.
Do you call your units shops?
What?
That's what I don't remember which show it is.
Did
One
you
of the
say
LAPD
shop?
Yeah, shop.
SHOP?
Yeah,
Shop?
like they call their like trucks and stuff shops.
No.
Like go set up the shop. No.
No.
I always thought it was weird.
We're
I
not
don't know where
that
it came
cool.
from, but I'm like,
We're not that cool.
No.
No.
I just call it my unit.
My
Yeah.
office.
Yeah. Portable office.
Yeah.
Unit. Yeah.
No, like, so even like TV shows like Live PD, I love watching that. That's fun.
Yeah.
But even that, like, gives
What is
people. You ever seen Live PD?
Live
It used to be
PD?
Cops. The
I
show
do remember.
Cops.
I remember the show Cops.
Well,
Yeah.
now the
it's Live
updated
PD
version of
now,
Live
yeah.
PD.
Oh, okay.
It's really cool because, I mean, it actually gives people a better understanding of kind
Yeah.
of what we're actually seeing and stuff. But they're also, like, people forget that they're, all right, we're going to this agency because they have this going. And now let's go to this other state because they have this going.
yeah.
So people think that we're, like, freaking balls to the wall, hot
All the
calls
time.
all the time.
Yeah.
And, like, that's not the case at all.
Yeah.
Even
You don't. TV doesn't make a good, or it doesn't make a good show of a cop sitting in his car for 12 hours.
Yeah.
and no calls.
Yeah.
No calls out.
Yeah.
You're just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And even like if you got 15 calls stacked, there's a good possibility all 15 are just like low level, like,
Yeah.
noise complaint, or there's a party going on down the street, or somebody just drove really fast in front of my house, and why aren't you stopping them? Yeah, so I mean,
Wow.
it may
Every
just
little
be-
thing.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not run code here. All right, finish up. Run code here.
Little Billy doesn't want to go to school today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like watching Live PD and stuff like that. I love. Then you see all the highway police and everybody pitting them out all the time.
Oh, yeah.
and running through there.
Yeah.
I think that's so funny to watch. Like, and then talk about shooting through car windows. The one a couple months ago that was like running through Oklahoma and like shot while he was driving. Like, pulled his M4 out and started shooting the other car while he was driving. Like, probably not a good idea, dude. But like, okay.
There's a
There's a
technique.
time.
Yeah.
There's a time.
And there's a technique to utilize with that. Yeah. But yeah, that's a thing.
It can be the greatest job in the world.
Y'all ever pit somebody out?
I never
Pit
pitted.
maneuver?
Yeah. He has.
I have.
I wanted to. Does that count?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that counts.
All right.
Yeah.
But no, my policy through my agency, no pit. We can chase. That's it.
Just chase them until they run out of gas.
No, basically, so
Or till they wreck.
where I work is cool. They're running. Notify state. Notify state. I need state here now because I'm just going to chase them until either their wheels fall off or my wheels fall off. I need state to be here to put them in the ditch. Yeah.
And they will.
Yep.
They sure will.
They
sure
will.
They
They're
sure
good at
will.
it.
They're very
They're
good
good
at
at
it.
it.
Oh man.
Yeah. Actually, I think the first pursuit I was ever in, my sergeant pitted him. Actually, he rear-ended him at about 40 miles an hour, and he got his new car after that because he's been wanting a new car.
Good for him.
Oh,
But,
nice.
But the second pursuit I was in, that was the first time I'd ever pitted anyone. But that's fun.
I bet it is fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
I've pitted a few,
I wouldn't know.
but
I've seen them
Yeah.
live. No, they're fun
Yeah.
to watch.
they're fun to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, the videos are insane sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
You ever see the? And this was on it's on Zero Street, right in front of Ben Guerin.
Yeah.
You ever see that one?
Yep.
Where,
Where he like
where
takes
the steak
flight,
goes airborne.
launched.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was involved in that one.
Oh yeah.
That was wild.
Have you seen the one that goes through Alma and goes out to where the golf course is, the not Deer Trails, River Valley Golf Course, and the guy like ends up ditching his car and taking off and running out in somebody's barn behind it, but they like chased him for 20 minutes and like tried to pit him 3 or 4 times, and he just kept getting out of it, I guess, and then finally just ditches the truck and takes off on foot. Like, it's nuts.
I think I pitted the same vehicle like 5 times one time, and then ended up just
Good pits.
putting them into a tree.
Yeah.
Into a tree.
I've seen
No one
Arkansas
stop
State Police almost go over the river bridge.
Oh, really?
Wild.
That would have
Gosh.
Oh, those guys are crazy.
that'd have been
I
a
love
wet
them.
ending.
Yeah.
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 But yeah,
What other TV show thing is there that is just total fallacy?
I'm learning
SWAT's
about.
definitely one of them.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh
I
man.
never watched it though.
The movie or
Seen-
the show?
No, well, I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
That's a joke too.
It,
the show.
but it was a good recruiting tool.
Yeah,
to a certain
totally.
to a certain degree, which
Yeah.
I was already
And then people were super
on SWAT
disappointed.
whenever that came out. But
Yeah.
and I was like,
Yeah.
we don't do any of it. We don't. What's this? Like the SWAT roll thing? I'm like, why?
Why?
Why would you do that?
That would actually hurt.
Yeah.
With all the kit that you're running, if you intentionally did all of that. I mean, your mag pouches, your gun, your med kit, all that other shit is going to be banging around.
That's called the trip.
Yeah, which I have done.
I have done too.
I mean, hey, that guy in Ohio or wherever, the Acorn cop.
Oh yeah,
You know, he did.
Yeah.
He did a great one. Pulled his gun while he was rolling. I mean, hey,
Yeah.
dude.
you know, magged him into a car with a
Wild.
suspect
But
in it.
so that actually, we've talked before about range training and stuff. And I mean, how many times you see these shootings that law enforcement's involved in, and I mean, anywhere from 30, 40 rounds down range, no hits on target.
Yeah.
I watched one, we counted it out, and it was like 68 rounds down range, and the dude got hit once in the arm or something like that. And it's just like, damn.
It's like Ron White's got a joke about that comedian. He's like, yeah, my son Poot, he's a pretty good shot. Watching them LAPD cops, 50 rounds didn't even hit the fucking Suburban. I'll just give my son Poot the gun. Here you go, Poot. Got him, Daddy.
So I think that's another thing about the TV shows that I've I guess seen is they'll get rounds down range and every sometimes a hit.
Yeah,
hit on
because I mean, I
target.
think the general public has the opinion that like cops and everybody is just the top shots of the top shots, and they're all
No.
super great and super
Oh, God,
tactical, and
No.
it's like, no.
Some
not
are pretty
necessarily.
tactical.
Some are. Oh yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah. They got the
Tactical.
gear.
They got the gear. That's for sure.
Is there like guys in like the different squads and stuff that like, do like that guy's always gonna have the Oakleys or have the newest stuff and like?
Oh yeah, we got some gear
pristine,
junkies.
some gear
Yeah.
junkies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then usually it's those dudes, they'll run that for a little bit and then they'll figure out it's a piece of shit. And then
I told you.
they see an advertisement for something else and then they show up with that and like, oh, what you got there? Oh, it's this new thing. It's pretty badass.
Yeah.
It looks like shit.
Are those the same
It's
guys that like
impractical.
are comparison about everything? Like, oh, you got
yeah.
that? Come
Yeah.
on, man, that's
Yeah.
a piece of junk. And you're like,
Yeah.
no, it's really not. But yeah.
Always changing optics or changing lights or changing
man, yeah.
this pouch or that pouch or whatever. Like, I've ran the same fucking optic for 20 some years and
Yeah.
the same light. All that it works.
Yeah.
It's fine. But yeah. No. No. It's
Yeah.
sad.
So all in all, it's not exactly as it shows on TV
It's not.
Not
at all.
It's not. It's not at all. But
And yeah, if you run your mouth at a cop, it's probably not going to end well. Like, I mean,
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe depending on what you're saying.
yeah.
for sure. That's not nice. Be nice.
Just be nice. Be
Can't
cool.
we all just get along?
We talked about that in the first episode. Just be cool. Just be smart. Don't be
Yeah.
like they're not there to come after you or get after you. Do what?
You have to be done by 1300.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we're good. We're close.
Okay.
Yeah. So
My
we're gonna
goodness.
wrap up.
This was
But-
fun.
Fun time.
Fun.
All right. Well, till the next one.
Till the next one. Peace
Over and
out.
out.